I am Julia Isaac with the Clayton County Police Department. My name is spelled Julia. Isaac is Isaac. I am the Police Community Liaison. Okay, we are here in reference to the missing person runaway case of Arkayla Briggs. Before we get started, I do want to thank all of our law enforcement partners that are currently assisting us with this case. I do want to go back to my previous post that I did post on social media to start from the beginning. On December the 13th, 2022 at 4:02 p.m., Clayton County Police officers responded to the 10,000 block of Mallard Drive, Jonesboro, Georgia, in reference to a missing juvenile. Upon arrival, officers learned Arkayla Briggs left at 3:39 p.m. through the back door without permission with a packed bag. Family members of Arkayla Briggs stated they believe she is with an adult or female, male or female. Family members believe Arkayla Briggs has been planning to leave with this person for some time. We are currently working a very, very active investigation at this time in reference to the missing person of Arkayla Briggs. The suspect's age, name is unknown. We do not even know the gender of this person. We have multiple agencies and our law enforcement partners assisting us with this case. We are asking the public to please allow law enforcement to investigate this case, because we have had multiple parties that have interfered with the progress of this case. Okay, since the investigation has started, we have been doing the best that we can in reference to Arkayla Briggs in trying to locate her. I do want you to know that we do believe Arkayla Briggs is in danger. From what we've learned, we are treating this as a human trafficking case. That's why we have enlisted the assistance of our federal partners. Anyone with information in reference to the whereabouts of Arkayla Briggs is being asked to contact the Clayton County Police Department or call 911. That's all I have, unless you have any questions.
What leads you to believe that she's in danger?
Arkayla Briggs left home with an unknown person. That person is not her parent at this time. So we don't know what is going on. We don't know what this person is doing to her. Therefore, we believe she's in danger.
Do you all believe she's still in the metro area or may have been taken out of the state?
The investigation indicates she's still in the state of Georgia.
When you say people have been interfering in the investigation, can you be a little more specific about what's happening?
I would love to elaborate on that, but if I say certain things, it would definitely hinder the investigation.
Are they trying to help the investigation or hamper the investigation?
They think they are helping, but they are not.
And do we know the relationship of her with the person who took her? I know we don't know who it was, but what the background relationship is?
We don't know the background relationship. We know nothing about this person.
What leads you to believe that it's an adult?
From what the family has told us, we believe it is an adult person. Go ahead.
You said that she had discussed leaving before. Can you elaborate what she told people?
We can't elaborate on that. That's part of the investigation.
Does she have a phone with you and are you tracking that?
That's part of the investigation as well. I can't elaborate on that.
Has she made any communication with her family or any other parties that you all are aware of since she went missing?
We know that the family has been trying to get in contact with her. Whether they have been successful or not, we can't elaborate on that as well.
You said federal partners. Can you say who they are?
Not at this time, no, sir.
Did she leave a note behind or anything?
She did not leave a note behind. Once the investigation is concluded, we will definitely tell you guys everything. We will tell you everybody that's been involved, that's been assisting us. We will definitely update you on everything. But if we elaborate too much in reference to this case, it will hinder the process.
Julia, can you say what role social media played in this?
That is a twofold. It can hinder and it can help. We put this out because we want the public to know if they see her, please call 911 so we can bring her home to her family.
No, I meant as far as her hooking up with this person.
We can't really elaborate on that right now because we're still in the early phases of the investigation.
Can you speak as to whether or not the adult knew that they were communicating with the child, if not early on at some point, in that part of the investigation?
I can tell you right now, our Kayla Briggs looked like a child. That's first and foremost. At this point, with all the media that's going on in reference to our Kayla Briggs, they definitely know she's a child.
So this is a kidnapping case right now?
We know it's not a kidnapping case, but we, again, are treating it like a human sex. Yes, right.
Would you mind explaining just for understanding like the difference between a runaway versus kidnapping, since she is a child without her parent? I know she may have willfully left, but like kind of what's the difference there, because she's still with someone she shouldn't be?
Right. Okay. So no one actually came into her home and forced her and grabbed her, which would be a kidnapping. The family actually advised that she walked out the door on her own with a packed bag. And that is why it's not a Levi's call, because Levi specifically states that if the child is a runaway, that pretty much throws out the Levi call.
Was this adult known to the family outside of social media?
As far as we know, we don't know.
How much trouble is the adult in, and what is your advice to that adult?
The advice to the adult is to please bring our Kayla Briggs home to her parents. They miss her. They want her home. At this time, in reference to the charges, that is ongoing. That's part of the ongoing investigation. The charges will be determined based on the investigation.
Can you tell us how much she packed? Was she packing for several days to do here?
I'm not sure. I can't answer that question.
What's your message to just the public in general when it comes to social media and your children? These cases are all too common, and we have a big problem with human trafficking, not only in Georgia, but nationwide.
One of the things is technology is ever advancing and ever developing new programs, new apps. So one of the things is be aware of what your child is doing on the phone, what apps they are involved in, playing on, because some of these game apps do have chats in them. So just be careful.
What is it that the public can actually do to help?
If you see them, call 911 immediately. And that's all I have at this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.